right? Awkwafina was one of my favorites. I knew her when she was on YouTube doing vagina rap songs, okay?
You know
And
she's
I used to
problematic though, Orlando. For
listen.
from
I understand that
culture
people think.
vulture a little
I,
bit.
I, listen, if that's what we're going to do, man, are we going to have a rough time around here?
I mean, you know, but her
I
ascension
agree.
is because she is able to affect black dialect and culture and spit it back out when it's convenient. Because that's not how she talks all the time. Now, if that's who
Well,
she was all the time, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
I listen. I feel the same way. I understand exactly what that is, right? But I'm telling you, I saw that girl when she was on YouTube, right? And I said, "Oh, I see what you're doing. That's going to probably work out for you." And I was right.
That's true. Yes.
I could
Yes.
see how that was going to work out for her. And when they put her in Crazy Rich Asians, she was funny, right? To that
I,
audience, she was hilarious. To
yes. I
me,
mean, but they're laughing at what they're comfortable with. It's us. It still comes back to us as far as I'm concerned. They just love our rhythm
as I
and hate
point
our
out all
blues.
the time, yes, they
Love
are.
it.
Yes, they are.
Um
Okey sokuiksi mitä niin kuin pitääkin mahtotoisiksi ketsittäpi. Nitsikak. I love everyone in this room right now. Thank you. I don't have words. I just spoke a bit of Blackfeet language, the beautiful community nation that raised me, that encouraged me to keep going, keep doing this. I'm here with my mom, who, even though she's not Blackfeet, worked tirelessly to get our language into our classroom. So I had a Blackfeet language teacher growing up.
Yes, that was a little bit of Lily Gladstone, who spoke Blackfeet and accepting her Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Drama. And she's the first Indigenous woman to have this award, to be recognized in this way. I hate the first, but I love that she got an opportunity to pay homage to her culture, her mom. And she said she's not as fluent as she'd like to be. And I think about how Indigenous children were snatched from homes and re-educated, you know, to kill the Indian and save the man was the edict, right, at the time. And 1924, starring Helen Mirren and who was Harrison Ford. There's a whole storyline of an Indigenous young girl snatched from a home, educated in one of these Catholic, you know, schools, and beaten brutally and all of this stuff, and her escaping, because that's America, right? We have to plow you into becoming something that you never can be, but acceptable. Orlando Jones is here. We were talking about culture and how important it is to be culturally responsive when we're making film, because it's so indelibly etched into our psyche, these movies and TV shows. Were you didn't watch last night's Golden Globes, but this woman, was that important for Lily Gladstone to speak her language on that podium?
I'm glad she got the opportunity. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I'm always happy to see people get an opportunity, right? And obviously, different types of people to get an opportunity. That's, you know, for me anyway, that's very exciting, right? What I hope and what I haven't seen happen, which is why I made the comment I made earlier about its relevance, is, you know, I've seen people win Oscars, but it didn't benefit their career particularly, right? I've seen people win Golden Globes, but it didn't put any money in it back, didn't benefit their career, didn't make the process any easier for them. So I'm glad that she was able to have that moment, but I don't quite understand how changing the group at the Golden Globes and switching all those people out changes the landscape of what her next opportunity is going to be and how difficult it's going to be to have it. And even if she gets that opportunity, will it be one that continues to speak to the audience that she's gained? One of the things that people have happen to them all the time is they get an opportunity and they're successful and they're this, and then that role never comes up again. They never get to speak to that audience again, right? Now you're trying to do a new show. It talks to a new audience. You know, it's just a very difficult setup. So happy for her. Happy for all the Golden Globe winners, to be honest with you. And trying to be positive about what opportunities it might bring to her in the future.
Listen, 1923. Thank you for the correction, Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford. The Lily Gladstone. You gave some of the best advice I've heard someone give about what to do next if you have an idea. And it speaks to that. Last year it was Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I'm seeing a preponderance of Asian inspired film like Ali Wong really killed it last night with Beef. But that's something that she produced, so she picked up, you can't wait for Hollywood to see you. And because now she was there with Stephen Yeun to produce something that was wild. And I remember now how that series was off the chain. The director, when he was accepting, he was like, it happened. He started writing because he got cut off. And I guess his imagination, what if this fight with me and this guy continued? So he thanked the guy last night that cut him off because it inspired Beef to turn into a series. But that was self-determination. They produced that and wrote it and directed it. And so, maybe Lily Gladstone and her community can start to now have this window, because it's going to close, of riding this Golden Globe wave. And she's got Scorsese over there. Now it's time to bang on him the way Margot Robbie banged on the powers that be to produce Barbie. And she said something last night in her acceptance that they made up numbers. And I smiled. I said, oh, so they can make up numbers to create the relevancy for a project? She said, yeah, and the numbers that were made up so that we can get this greenlit. I was like, oh, interesting.
That's always what it is, right? And also, I would say to people, stop looking at the American market and the figs, France, Italy, Germany, and Spain as the only markets. It's a big world out there, and most of them are people of color. There's a Korean market, a Japanese market, a Chinese market, a Brazilian market, an African market. These are massive markets, right, that have all been, by and large, indoctrinated with American content. So why not go there, right? I started an advertising agency when I was 18 years old. That's how I got my job writing on A Different World, which led me to Martin, which led me to the Sinbad show. So I've always believed that tell your story. You're the only one that can tell it. There's one of you. The thing about our business is there's only one of us, so it doesn't scale, right? It's not like the rest of the stuff. You can make more so you can sell more. So tell your story and stop asking permission for other people to tell your story. And who cares if they like it or they don't like it? It took Sylvester Stallone 10 years to get Rocky made. 10 years of people slamming the door in his face, and that was a white man, right? But they still found a reason to say he was less than. Look at how he talks. He's not really an actor. He's not really handsome enough. But there are 1,000 reasons why that white man wasn't good enough. So don't be mad at them for finding a reason. Who cares what their reasons are, right? The audience doesn't see that.